guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on weight. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? I know there's a lot going on in the world. I just want to check in on you guys to see how you guys are doing. You know, how are you guys going for walks? Are you drinking your water? Are you hydrating? Are you staying moisturized? How are you guys feeling? I just want to do a quick check-in. If you guys could comment down below how you guys are doing, that would mean so much to me because I really care about my viewers and I care about you guys, okay? So today's video is going to be on how to graduate college when everything is working against you. It took me so long. Well, in my opinion, it took me 5 years to graduate, but I took a year off because I was going through a lot and I was depressed and I was going through just too much to even handle college. So today's video is going to be on how to graduate college, how to not drop out of college, how to succeed in college when everything's working against you. Number one, do not pick early classes. Do not pick super early classes. Do not pick that 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. class because it's going to be that one wintry cold day that you wake up feeling snug in your bed with your warm blankets on, your heating pad on, and it's 7 o'clock and you are very late, okay? Or you just don't feel like going, okay? So try not to pick super early classes because even though we say, you know, I want to get my class out the way and then do such and such, no, you'll end up regretting it. It's better to just take those mid-afternoon or late classes because early morning classes are just such a hassle. It's just too much, you know. There's so many times that I woke up and I rolled right back over because I was not feeling like going to class. So I would suggest do not take early classes. Number two, if you can do online classes, please do online classes. They will save your butt. They truly will. And I say do online classes because it makes your schedule so much more easier to not have to like fit in class with work or life or whatnot. Just online classes are just so much easier. When I was pregnant with Brielle, I was online the whole time and it was great, and it made things a lot easier. I know sometimes people say online classes are harder, but as long as you stay on top of your stuff and do your work, online classes are a breeze. You know, you kind of do have to teach yourself a lot of things, but you know, just stay on top of emailing your teachers and you'll be fine. Tip number three I would have is to make sure that you develop a relationship with your professor, okay? Let your professor know your circumstances. Like, let's say if you are a pregnant mother expecting, or you have financial troubles and you have to work extra shifts at work, you know, let your professors know your hardships and know like that you're going through something. In doing that, it lets them know like, hey, this person is going through this. I know they're trying their best on their assignments. You know, I might just let their grade slide and give them a higher grade or something. You know, I'm not saying, you know, use your problems as an excuse to pass. I'm not saying that by any means, but I am saying if your teachers know what you're going through, they're going to take that into consideration when grading your assignments, okay? Because they know that you're trying and they know that you have all these things working against you, but they see that you're trying at least. And that's all teachers ask for, is for you to try, okay? Tip number four I have, always email your teachers. Email them. Whatever questions you have, stay in constant, I guess that's goes with tip number three, just stay in constant contact with your professors. Tip number five I would have is to not cheat. Even though things may be hard, even though, you know, you may be going through some things may be working against you, do not cheat. Do not cheat. Do not cheat. Do not get in those chat rooms at school, those like group chats at school where they give out all the answers. Do not cheat because it will work against you. Especially if like you have to take a prereq in order to take the regular class. If you don't know, if you cheated all through your prereqs and you take the class that you needed to pass in order to get the prereq, sometimes you need to take a prereq in order to take a regular class. If you cheat in your prereqs, when you get to your regular class, you won't know anything because you cheated the whole time. So it's important to just, I know it's hard, but just to buckle down, um, constantly just study, study, study. Go to those study groups. But do not cheat on any of your assignments. It will bite you in the butt. And if you get caught, you will get kicked out of school. It's going to go on your record. And a lot of schools will not take you if they found out that you cheated. And that's thousands and thousands of dollars going down the drain. It's embarrassing. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. Just don't cheat, guys, at all. I don't know what tip we're on. We're going to say tip number 6. Tip number 6. Tip number 6. I would say to get a parking pass, even though it's $200 something. I would get a parking pass because even though it's a lot of money, sometimes that commute to school, when you are a commuter to school, especially in the wintertime, it's hard to find a parking spot. But when you have a parking pass, you always have a parking spot, which means that you'll always have a place to park to get to school on time. Okay, so I was just doing parking pass. Another thing I would suggest, if you have depression or anxiety, that is considered a disability. So you can get accommodations for that. And if, like, let's say if you don't like or it gives you anxiety taking tests in a huge classroom, okay, like you're elbow to elbow people, you know, it's nerve-wracking. The person next to you is sneezing, the other person's tapping their pen, the other person behind you is sighing because they don't know the answer to the test. You know, that can give you anxiety. So if you have depression or anxiety, or if you need, like, or if you feel like you learn, like you can take your test better in a quiet setting when it's just you and just quietness, you know, you can go to your SDS office, Student Disability Services. And even if you don't have a disability, or if you just, you know, want to make arrangements with your teachers where you can take your test in a quiet classroom, do that, because it's not worth you having anxiety taking your test and everybody else is comfortable, you know, making all that noise around you, and you just want to pass your test, but it's just too much going on. Okay, so definitely check into your SDS office if you have depression or anxiety, social anxiety, or you just need accommodations with taking tests or turning in assignments. If you need extensions and whatnot, they will help you with that. Number seven, go to tutoring. I'm telling you, go to tutoring faithfully. I remember I had to take statistics, and I was so scared, guys. I was so scared because I needed a C or higher to pass, to graduate. Okay, and math is not my subject at all. But I went from having a D, and I started going to a tutoring. I passed my class with a B because I just went to tutoring twice a week, or sometimes even 3 times a week. Go to tutoring, guys. Go to tutoring. Type in tutoring in your search bar on your school's search engine website or whatever. Go to your school's website, type in tutoring, and a whole bunch of resources should pop up. Okay, so go to tutoring. I can't say tutoring. You know what I'm trying to say. Go to tutoring. Another tip I would have is to watch YouTube videos. YouTube videos are so helpful. When I needed help with math as well, YouTube helped me. I'm sorry, you guys, if you hear somebody cutting the grass. YouTube helped me so much. So watch the YouTube videos if you have questions. Also, what helped is in my classes, we did have like group chats. Like I said, don't use it for cheating, but if you have a question in like at 7 o'clock at night or something about how to do some type of formula, you know, take a picture of your paper and put it in the group chat, and then most likely somebody will respond on how to do it or how they did it. Okay, and then that helps. You know, when you can't contact your teacher in the middle of the night, you can have their group chat. And you know, we're young adults, we're up at night, you know, so that's a perfect thing to do when you have those type of questions. Okay, another suggestion I would have is to eat. Make sure that you guys are eating, guys. I know that it's hard when we have work and life, and you know, we have all this stuff going around us. We forget to eat, but I would definitely suggest to eat. You have to eat. It's fuel for your brain. If you don't eat, your mind doesn't eat, and your grades don't get higher and higher and higher. So you need to eat. Stay hydrated. Stay fueled with good food. Eat. My last tip I would have is to Do not get consumed with parties and socializing until you finished your homework and your work. I know it's going to be hard because fall is coming up, and when it's fall and when you're in college, the icebreaker comes up, all the frat parties are happening. Just a whole bunch of fun stuff happens in the fall. And I know it's like, yay, we're gonna go, we're gonna party and stuff, you know, but in the beginning of the semester, that's when it's the hardest, okay? Because you're just coming back from summer, we're just coming back from quarantine, so of course you want to party and stuff. But you have to stay on top of your grades because it's so hard to get an F and then make up for, and then get higher. It's hard for me to speak, guys. I don't know why. It's so hard. If you get an F and then trying to bring that F up is very hard, okay? It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of discipline. So make sure that you just get those assignments done and then go to that party and then go to the icebreaker and then go to that frat party, whatever you want to do, okay? I hope these tips helps you guys. Remember, whatever you are going through, God is bigger than every single problem that you are going through. I'm going to pray for you guys. I know life can be hard, but if you have a goal set to graduate, you got this. I'm telling you, you got this. I went through so much in college, guys. I was depressed. I had anxiety. I had toxic relationships. I had my daughter. I had a bad pregnancy. I had a high risk pregnancy. I just had a horrible, I was just going through so much in college. But when I found out I was pregnant with my daughter Brielle, she saved my life, and she and God were the reason why I graduated, and also my parents. And I'm telling you, everything was working against me. Everything. I quit for 1 year because I was like, you know, college is not for me. But I've decided, my parents and my school, you know, they helped me, and it was important for me to graduate, and I wanted to graduate for my daughter. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but I'm just saying, if you have your heart set out to graduate, stick to it. Don't let anything stop you. Not money issues, not toxic relationships, not a pregnancy, nothing. Stick to it, and it will be worth it in the end. If you started college, you might as well finish it, okay? That's, you know, you might as well finish it. You might as well get it out the way. You know, I know a lot of people are like, you know, don't go to college and whatnot, you know, and I know, I understand that, but if you already started college, you might as well finish it. You put money, you put time into it, finish it. You got this. You got this. Prioritize. Find a balance between school, work, life, okay? Once you find that balance, it'll be smooth sailing after that, okay? And then you'll feel so proud of yourself once you see yourself, just visualize yourself walking down that stage, seeing your family in the audience clapping and shouting, yay, good job. You know, think about what you want to wear for graduation. Think about how you want to decorate your cap. You know, put on your vision board the year that you're supposed to graduate. You know, do stuff to motivate you to say, I'm going to graduate no matter what. I got this in the name of Jesus, okay? I love you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Stay safe, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. All right, bye guys.